Hey y'all, today's video is about food and trauma. At one point in time when people would ask me about myself and things of that sort, I would put on the list of things that, I love travel, I love music, I'm a foodie and all of that. Nope, not no more, not anymore. I've been in America for 1 year and 22 days. And everything that I once loved to eat tries to kill me here in the United States. I have an extremely modified diet. Extremely. I can't eat any of the things I used to enjoy. My body can't even handle it anymore. And today, being nice to myself, I had a mimosa. I haven't had orange juice or wine in God only knows how long. And that would have been fine had I not chosen to have soup that was spicy. I eat soup 3 or 4 times a week. I'm sick of soup. But today I wanted spicy miso. There was shrimp in it and clams and scallions and tofu and green onion and nothing that could harm me, but the spice in the spicy miso has given me heartburn. There was a point in time this year where I spent an entire 2 months with nonstop heartburn. Water would make me have heartburn. And I often have to take an antacid tablet in advance when I know I'm going to eat something that's greasy or could be a problem. But this soup, I don't, if you're a person who enjoys going to different restaurants and trying different cuisines and things, such as myself, one point in time, it's a part of your life destroyed because you can't consume food the same way. Why did this happen? How did this happen, you say? Oh, because being gone for what in my mind seemed like a short amount of time, 2 years, was enough for my body to acclimate to all of the ways that food is grown in other countries, the preservatives that aren't in it, the chemicals that aren't in it. That was good for my body. And I was eating not very differently from how I eat here, but the food was better for me. And I got back and my body was like, oh, okay, we're back. This is a nice visit. Let's go back home. And it's like, no, this is where we are. And it's like, well, we're going to die. And I just, of all the things that I've lost this year, and some are absolutely irreplaceable, lives of loved ones, of all the things I lost this year that I could get back, enjoyment of food is one of them. I haven't had a meal that's like made me just go, oh, and forever because I can't. Can't eat raw fruits and vegetables. Allergic. It blisters my mouth. It makes it itch severely. If it's watermelon, I projectile vomit that. I know TMI, but I need y'all to understand where I'm coming from. I need you to understand my pain right now. Like if I could hit the sad tiny violin right now, I would, but I currently can't. Can't have dairy. I came back lactose intolerant. All right, that happens to people. But I live in Texas where everything is smothered, smoked, and stuffed with cheese. And I have to really, really work hard to find non-dairy products that will melt, like the nachos that I once loved to eat, or burgers. Beef. I don't eat a lot of beef for personal choice. I'm cheap and it's expensive where I was. So 2 years of not wanting to pay for it because it was at a premium compared to other meats. I would eat it maybe once a month or so because my iron was low. Well, we finally have my iron under control. But a burger A burger is not meant for me to not have cheese on it and or bacon. It's just not. So I eat, Impossible Burgers or Beyond Burgers, the vegan and or vegetarian options, and they're enjoyable. I like them. I'm not knocking it. I'm nobody's vegan, but I have been somebody's vegetarian, and I've most certainly been pescatarian at points in life. Can't have tomatoes. I can have ketchup because here in America is basically red dye and sugar and salt and vinegar. I can have ketchup to an extent, but I can't have tomatoes. So that means I've not eaten spaghetti in like 9 years at this point. Pesto, green sauce, can't do it. Inflammation. Acid reflux is the devil. It takes everything from you. Can't have hot chocolate anymore. I love chocolate. Can't have hot chocolate. Can't drink green tea. Can only have chamomile. Can't have spicy miso. Can't have spicy ramen. I really didn't want to get on here and just rant about food, but this is traumatic for me. I needed someone to feel my pain. Pancakes, the absolute love of my life, my favorite food. Ashley, what's your favorite food? Pancakes and tacos? Well, not together. Not together. And I always have to say not together because people be like, what? Pancakes with sugar-free syrup is blasphemous. It's the worst thing. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. It's awful. Why did we create such a big breaded thing? Waffles too, because I did both. I had pancakes. It was like, I just think it's the sadness. And then I had waffles. And I was just like, no, this is, American breakfast will never be the same for me. Eggs, hate them. However, can't eat them anymore. Too much fat. The cholesterol jacks me up. Egg whites, however, ooh, yummy with spinach and kale in it and other things to magnify the fact that you've basically scrambled. I'm not going to say that. It was going to be very disgusting what I was going to say. And I've already told y'all that watermelon makes me do projectile things. So I'm not going to share that. What else is taken from me? Potato chips. The sodium is too much. Love a good chip. None in the house. Popcorn, have to be very selective which one I consume. Wine, I used to love to go to wineries and go to beer gardens and stuff. Those days are done. Like this mimosa shit. The mimosa wasn't even big. It was this much. Today, you guys, glitter was in my house. Against my knowledge, I don't like surprises. And I hate glitter. And both came to me today. Although I very much appreciate what I got, and I'm going to let the person know thank you and whatnot, but like a card, a beautiful, beautiful card, slathered in the devil's confetti, was all over it. When I opened it up, it went everything. I thought I was going to have a stroke. I thought I was actually going to stroke the F out from Panicking at the Disco. I was pissed off for the greater portion of an hour. It's glitter everywhere. There's glitter on my pants still. I'm sure there's some in my hair. If I move my face around, it might be some on an eyelid or something. I don't know, but I know it's in here. And it's here to stay. I've been using this to blow it away. I just want peace in my life. I wanted a key lime pie or a slice of New York cheesecake because those are my favorites. Can't do it. Lactose. And then you go and you get like the vegan style of it and you're like, I don't want to fall in love with you because when I move away, you won't be an option anymore and I'll just be longing for you. No, I'm not going to deck my kitchen out with all of the tools and utensils to learn how to cook other things to make my life happy. I purchased the appropriate groceries and whatnot, but like I'm going to have to really for real have a solid sized kitchen so that I can destroy things as I learn how to make virtually everything I've ever loved all over again. I hate coconuts, but I have to use coconut milk to make my soups now because I love a good chowder. It's winter. It's winter. Chowders are inevitable. You can't have a milk-based chowder or no lactose diva. All I wanted was a cup of simple soup. The soup was this big. That's all I wanted. And it was so hearty. And it was so delightful. And now it's killing me. I didn't lay down or anything after I ate. All the things that you're not supposed to do when you have GERD, which is the final boss in the acid reflux chain of command. And I could just feel my chest just hurting. And everyone is sending me messages right now. Today's not my day, I guess. But I committed to making a video. So we're going to hope for a better day tomorrow. I'm not going to take the antacid tablet because I have already had one within a 24-hour window. So we're not going to do that. We're going to suffer. We're going to suffer and allow it to be a reminder that the joy you once had in food, that's done. You know, speaking of done, like... Never mind. We'll save that for tomorrow. Yeah. Bye, y'all.